Level 1. The illusion: you put on a clean shirt, look in the mirror, and tell yourself you look fine from the outside, with the fabric sitting right. The shape looks better than it really is. Your shoulders seem decent. Your arms do enough to pass. Your body gives the impression of health without fully carrying it. But the moment the shirt comes off, the truth becomes clearer. The softness shows up immediately. The chest has no real line. The arms have size and sleeves, but not much definition. Underneath, around the waist, there is something else waiting for your hand to confirm it. A layer you can grab. A softness that does not match how you imagine yourself looking. And when your body has to actually perform, when you drop for push-ups or carry something heavy across the room, it feels harder than it should. That is the first warning. Not that your body is broken, but that appearances have been covering a deeper problem. You do not just want to look healthier. You need to become healthier. Level 2. The wrong panic. Most people feel this and react the wrong way immediately. They panic. They cut food too hard. They declare war on bread, rice, fruit, and anything that feels enjoyable. Then they run to cardio like it is a punishment they owe themselves. Long runs, sprints, exhausting sessions that leave them breathless and drained. It feels productive because it feels painful. But pain is not always progress. When you underfeed your body and bury it under endless cardio, it does not rebuild. It protects itself. It enters survival mode. And in that state, it does not just burn fat. It tears into muscle too. The result is not health. The result is a smaller, weaker version of the same problem. The body shrinks, but the softness remains. The energy drops. The hunger rises. The frustration gets louder. You think you are fixing yourself. In reality, you are teaching your body to survive, not thrive. Level 3. The rebuild. Real health begins when you stop trying to destroy your body into looking better and start teaching it to become stronger. That is where the change happens. Not through punishment. Through rebuilding. You are not trying to become lighter at any cost. You are trying to trade weakness for strength. Stored fat for useful muscle. Low energy for stable energy. This is not just about appearance anymore. This is body recomposition. A slow exchange. A deliberate replacement. You keep the structure standing while changing what the structure is made of. You allow your body to use stored fat for fuel while giving it what it needs to build new muscle. And if you are still early in your journey, your body is more ready for this than you think. Beginners have a rare advantage. Their bodies respond quickly when the right signals finally arrive. For the first time, health stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like progress. Level 4. The fuel your body cannot rebuild from. Nothing. It needs fuel. Not too much. Not too little. Just enough. This is where most people get confused because they think health only comes from eating less. But health is not starvation. Health is support. Your body needs enough food to function, enough nutrients to recover, and enough protein to repair what stress and neglect have worn down. Protein becomes the material your body uses to rebuild itself. Not in some dramatic way you feel overnight, but quietly, day after day, at a little more recovery, little more fullness in the muscle, a little less breakdown, a little more resilience. And no, health does not require dry meals, flavorless diets, or pretending food has to become miserable before your body improves. It can be simple. Eggs. Greek yogurt. A shake. A better choice repeated often enough to matter. Health is not built on perfection. It is built on smart, repeatable decisions that keep your body supplied with what it needs. Level 5. The movement. You do not need to suffer to get healthier. That is one of the biggest lies people believe. They think health must arrive covered in sweat, pain, and exhaustion or else it does not count. But one of the most effective forms of movement is also one of the simplest. Walking. A few thousand steps more than you are taking now can start changing everything. A walk after dinner. A slow pace during a phone call. More movement built into ordinary life. It burns energy without wrecking. Recovery. It helps your heart without crushing your joints. It clears your mind while improving your body. And when it comes to building actual strength, the answer is not chaos. It is progression. A little more each week. 1 extra rep. A little more weight. A little more control than last time. That is how healthy bodies are built. Not in one heroic session, but through small increases the body can adapt to and survive. Movement should not only leave you tired. It should leave you better. Level 6. The recovery. There is a part of health most people ignore because it looks too passive to matter. Sleep. Rest. Recovery. The invisible half of progress. You cannot train hard, eat well, and still neglect recovery without eventually paying for it. The body does not rebuild in the middle of chaos. It rebuilds in quiet. When you sleep, hormones reset, tissue repairs, energy restores, the brain clears, the stress load comes down, and the body starts doing the work you asked of it earlier. Without recovery, effort stays incomplete. Without sleep, hunger gets louder, discipline gets weaker, and everything feels harder than it should. That is why health is not just about what you do when you are awake. It is also about whether you let your body heal when the day is over. 7 hours, sometimes more. That is not laziness. That is biological maintenance. And without maintenance, nothing stays strong for long. Level 7. The real change. The final truth is this. Real health does not always show up first on the scale. Sometimes the number barely changes while everything else does. Your waist starts shrinking. Your shoulders start looking broader. Your shirts fit differently. Your body feels lighter even at the same weight because the composition is changing underneath the surface. Fat takes up space. Muscle holds shape. And health is often happening long before the mirror fully catches up. That is why you need patience. That is why you need consistency more than intensity. Trying to be perfect usually destroys people faster than being imperfect ever could. But staying with the plan most of the time, for long enough to let the body respond, that changes everything. You did not drift into this condition in a week. You will not rebuild out of it in one either. But if you keep walking, keep lifting, keep eating with intention, and keep resting like your body matters, the change will come. Slowly. Then, visibly. Then undeniably. And one day you will look in the mirror, not just with a shirt on but without it, and realize you did more than improve your appearance. You rebuilt your health.